Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today has been day 73 of the 75 hard challenge for this year's winter arc. So, it has been a very productive day. I'm going to take you guys through the usual routine and then leave you with a bit of advice I found from the day. So, usual morning routine started off with the manifestation, meditation, and prayer. Followed that up this morning with weigh-in, shower, did the supplements, and then breakfast after that. Did the reading a little bit later during the day and spent a lot of the day just doing some chores and decorating to help out the family. So just did a whole bunch of stuff. Also, we finally got our first good snowstorm of the season. Got close to a foot of snow today, so spent a lot of time shoveling and just doing prep, that kind of stuff. Really, really happy to have that much snow now, and I can also start making a bit more content outside, doing some snowshoeing, hiking, that kind of thing. So really looking forward to that. And yeah, just had a really productive day in that regard. In the evening, made supper, and then spent some time playing trumpet with my dad, which definitely seeing a lot of improvement there. All the notes are coming a lot easier, being able to play and read a lot more effectively when it comes to the music. So just again showing that the consistency is starting to pay off quite a bit there. And then also hit a really nice leg workout this evening. My legs were still decently sore from yesterday doing the fitness testing, but still really, really good performance and honestly seeing pretty fast recovery. Was still able to do a decent amount today and focused a bit more on the stability and hypertrophy side of things. So doing really, really good there. And also seeing some consistent weight drop again. So back down a little bit from where I've been kind of holding a plateau. So starting to see consistency there and need to maintain that through the end of this challenge all the way through the new year. So definitely something I need to keep as a high priority. And then, excuse me, after that, knocked out the rest of the cardio for the day with a nice hit workout and core. So, usual stuff, nice little high tempo stuff, and then some kickboxing followed up with core. And it again is getting too easy. I'm gonna have to start adding more on top of what I've already added because just the consistency it is tested over time and continues to be proven. The more you do repetitively every single day, the better you will get at something. It's the way it goes. Like, I'm sure there's a limit to it, but I've yet to find one in this, so it's fantastic seeing the progress. And yeah, just spent a bit of time this evening working as well on doing a bunch of budgeting planning and kind of figuring out where I want to be sitting financially, kind of the end goal for next year or the next few months, just being able to start figuring that out and kind of getting to where I want to be. And how I'm going to start doing that is going to be a major focus. And then also spending a bunch of time figuring out the content strategy and that kind of stuff. That's going to be what these next 2 weeks are kind of focused on, especially because they're coming into the last bit of the year. But yeah, just honestly need to start spending time a lot more effectively, figuring out not only prioritizing time and scheduling, but being able to start prioritizing weeks and specific goals or tasks for the week in that. Because if you start breaking it down, there's only 52 weeks in a year. You can knock out 52 big rocks each week. That's fantastic when it comes overall. If you knock out one per month, you're only doing 12. Like, it's a big difference. If you start knocking out one every day or two, you're upwards of 100, 200, maybe even 300 if you're doing it consistently. So I challenge you to start looking and prioritizing, planning that kind of stuff, because if you can start hitting consistent days, knocking out really good progress every single day, you're going to become unstoppable in whatever it is you're doing. Like, if you start producing enough volume, consistency, productivity every single day, you are guaranteed to become unstoppable in whatever regard you're doing or aspect of what you're doing, right? So, finishing it up, I think that's going to be my big piece of advice for the day is if you want to see consistent progress, yes, it takes showing up every day. Yes, it takes being committed to your goals. Yes, it takes hard work, but you need to set in place that plan in order to get there, right? You need to plan your way to become consistent to start with. You need to figure out what you want to have as that endpoint for the goal or the time frame for it, then start prioritizing the habits that are going to get you there, and that will create the consistency. Once you build it into a habit, you become unstoppable because it's just a daily part of the routine now. It's not something that you need to work to achieve really, really hard. So, on that note, I'm going to call it an evening. So, as always, make sure you guys subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And also, we have a week left till Christmas and 2 days left on the challenge. So make sure to follow along. Start dropping down in the comments what you guys want to see as soon as I'm done with this challenge. So I'm going to start looking New Year's to do a lot more high quality content, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. as well as just if you guys want to start seeing different kind of challenges, different fitness related stuff, let me know. I'm more than happy to start obliging that. Make sure to like the video, share it with someone who you think will enjoy the content, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.